Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm actually going to be changing my Chubby Frog's enclosure. So this enclosure he's in right now is an 18 by 18 by 18. It's a lot of space for a frog that doesn't really do anything. I rarely see him out, I rarely see him move. They kind of just sit there and exist. And this is just a lot of space for a frog that, again, doesn't do anything. I've also noticed that anytime I put crickets in here, it seems like the crickets stay in here for days. I'm not sure if it's because the tank is just so big that they're not walking in front of where he's buried. But I am going to be downsizing him to a 10-gallon tank, which is perfectly fine for a single chubby frog. I don't want to get rid of any of the substrate in here. I am going to move as much of the substrate into the new tank as possible, and I'll probably end up having to trim this plant down. I think it's going to be too tall. So I am hoping that by downsizing him that he is going to end up catching more of his food. Jabba is going to be in this container of this wet paper towel as I set up his new enclosure. There are holes in the top of this container, so he is getting airflow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking all the substrate in this tank and bringing it here into this 10-gallon. So I've used almost all the substrate in this tank, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the plants in here, trim them down if I need to, add his water dish, and then I'm going to take that heating pad and attach it to this tank here. So this is the plant that I'm going to have to trim. It's very tall. It was one of the first plants I actually put in this tank. And as you can see, it has all these roots. So I'm going to cut it right about here. And then I'll plant it and it will grow more roots and another sprout. I've already cut this one time and this growth right here is all new growth. Okay, so this is going to be Jabba's new setup. I moved some of the plants around a little bit so you can see in better. That's typically where he's going to be hiding. He's always under this log. I added some new leaf litter in here. One of the reasons I wanted to keep his old substrate is because it is bioactive. There are springtails and some earthworms in it. So I moved them into here. There was no need to give him any new substrate. And it looks like Jabba is ready to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and get him in here before he decides to jump like a crazy frog. And there we go. This is probably the most he's moved in months. What I am going to do is drop this probe back in there by the heat pad. This is a thermostat. It keeps the heat pad from getting too hot. It's something I highly recommend for you to have if you are using any kind of heating pad. Jabba, you are not going to fit down that hole. That is going to be it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.